So we wanted to find someone who really loved their job. So we traveled to Beaconsfield High School and found Richard Haffinen, grade 10 history teacher who is very famous for having a close relationship with a lot of his students. He's been teaching there for over 30 years and is one of the best known teachers on the school's history.
I fell into teaching simply because I think when I was at the end of my high school career, I worked at a summer camp, and I was a program director of a summer camp there for about 6 years, and I got working with kids, and I enjoyed organizing activities, and especially night programs, and hence that's how I got into teaching. I originally, when I finished university, wanted to be a professional cartographer, map maker.
Oh yeah?
Air photography, stuff like that, and then after that, I wanted to be a pilot. I've been here for 34 years, so obviously I liked it. I think the best thing about being here is just the general atmosphere of kids and being able to walk into a classroom and to manage a number of kids and watch them go from point A to point Z and see them grow and develop, not just academically but socially, and having a good rapport. I've been quite lucky with that, and that everyone seems to be very negotiable, reasonable, and whatnot. And it's a very, very nice milieu. I've always enjoyed it.
Great.
And it really wouldn't matter what subject I was teaching. In other words, if you gave me English to teach, or French to teach, or history to teach, it's not the subject that's important to me. It's the actual rapport. It's the teaching, the actual environment in which I work. I think is more important. Some of the more serious memories are some kids who have come to me and confided in me of fairly serious social problems that I dealt with over a long period of time, and sort of was able to help them get over some pretty serious stuff. And that to me has been really rewarding. But it's surprising how many kids will come not being able to speak to parents or other adults, but will come to me, and knowing that I will keep everything confidential, and if something has to happen, I make it happen. It's not a statement that you should not be a friend of a student. What it is that you have a priority. The priority is to establish a working environment. The funny thing is that you end up having more friends with students that way than you would if you tried to court them.
Yeah,
in other words, you get them to like me, If you walk in and you're too like, oh, I'm going to be your friend this year and everything's going to be wonderful, they're going to walk all over your face and you can't get it back. Once you go beyond a certain level, you can't get it back. The thing about teaching is that you do not actually realize what influence you've had on people until they're out of here for many years and you meet them at Tim Hortons. And they come up from behind you and say, Haffy! And you turn around and you have no idea who they are, because they were probably in your class in 1980, and they probably have 6 kids and whatever, and they say, don't you remember me? I was so-and-so. And then you say, name a few people that were in your class, and they do, and all of a sudden it comes back, and you go like this. And then someone says, you know something, sir? I hated history, but your class was my favorite. After 35 years of teaching.
Like an encyclopedia.
No, I would probably say, that teaching for me has been a highly satisfying and fulfilling career, in the sense that at the end, if all I said or all I could say about myself and my accomplishment in life that I had taught well for 35 years and I was known as a teacher, I'd be proud of that. I have a famous statement that I live for the classroom. When I walk out the door of the classroom, I don't like. If I fully retire, I would certainly miss teaching incredibly because, as I say, for me, it's not the academic that's the part or the glue that holds me together. It's the rapport with the staff and with the kids and my interrelationship with them and things like that. I could not walk out of this school and just stop.